over the last 10 years or so, I've planted 24 different varieties of blueberries, and most of them I like. And in fact, I made a video already of the ones that I found most unique or like the most, and I'll link that at the end of this video. But this video is about the few varieties that I planted that I would not plant again for various reasons. So I'm going to go over those varieties with you now. So I had pretty high hopes for this green elf blueberry. They're supposed to be kind of a more drought resistant blueberry and grow a little bit lower to the ground and kind of be unique for a blueberry. But unfortunately, I potted quite a few of these. We actually bought a bulk order of 75 of these and sold some and potted some, and the majority died in the pots. And this one right here, as small as it is about 4 years old. So they just don't seem to grow very well, at least not the way I planted them. If anybody's had success with these, let me know. But I've got a lot of other blueberries that have been in pots for just as long, and they're huge. This plant over here on the left is a Hannah's Choice that I bought. I bought 75 of those at the exact same time that I bought this green elf, and you can see the Hannah's Choice is doing a lot better. And then this plant over here is a Raz that I actually bought a year or two after this green elf, and it's doing a whole lot better too. So I just can't recommend this one because it just doesn't seem to grow very well, and I haven't gotten any berries off of them, even though I've had multiple of them left in pots. This is about the only one I have left, but unfortunately they just don't seem to grow well. But if you've had more success with them, just let me know in the comments below. This berry here is a Herbert variety, and fortunately I only planted one of these. As you can see, it's not the biggest growing bush. Like, there's the one next to it, I don't know what variety that is, but it's quite a bit bigger. Both these on either side are quite a bit bigger than it. And you know, it looks like it's producing quite a bit, but the reason it made this list is, in my opinion, the berries are just really bland, not a whole lot of flavor, and they're kind of mushy too. So I personally just don't care for them. If you've had them and you like them, comment below. But in my opinion, they're the worst tasting blueberry of all the ones I've planted. This is an Ivanho variety. It's a pretty tall growing bush compared to some of these other ones around it. It's not a real heavy producer, but the reason I put it on the list is, although it's not quite as bad as the Herbert in my opinion, the flavor is still pretty bland. The berries are firmer than the Herberts, but just, again, not a whole lot of flavor to them. Probably my second least favorite tasting blueberry of all the ones I've planted. So that's the reason that one didn't make the list for me. But again, if any of you have a difference of opinion, go ahead and post a comment below. These three plants here are Rubelle blueberries. And the reason that I would have put this on this list is that the berries are really small. There's a regular sized berry. There's a Rubelle. This isn't even actually that big a berry that I'm holding. But, so you can see they're smaller than all my other varieties. And so that makes them really slow to pick, which isn't a lot of fun always. So, you know, if you don't have a lot of patience for picking a bunch of berries, then this one probably isn't the best for you. However, I changed my mind on these because a few years ago I made a pie with these, and it was one of the best pies I've ever had. My father-in-law said it tasted like the huckleberry pies he used to have as a kid. And so I think maybe these are a pretty good one for making pies. They're just really slow to pick. So again, if you don't have the patience for small berries, or you don't want small berries, I don't recommend Rubelle, but otherwise they might be a pretty good berry. Thanks for watching this video. If you have any differences of opinions on any of these berries that you've planted, let me know in the comments below. If this video was helpful, please like the video or subscribe if you want to watch more. Well, see you later.